Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And today it's going to be a match between Stephano and Harstem here on Port Aleksander, the latter edition. Top left-hand corner is the French Zerg player Stephano. And in the bottom right-hand corner, his opponent and nemesis, the Dutch Protoss player Harstem. Alright man, ZVP at a very high level here from Katowice 2019. Very excited to bring you this game. Got it off of lotv.spawningtool.com, a great place to find StarCraft 2 replays and build orders. If you want a new build order, head over to lotv.spawningtool.com. They have a lot of great build orders from players such as Railgun. Railgun got to GM using nothing but 2 base Roach Ravager in every single matchup. But again, he's been there before. Okay. Alrighty then, ZVP, my favorite matchup in all of StarCraft 2. ZVT is a close second. You guys. If you didn't watch Gumio versus Serral 2 days ago, then go back and watch it. Go back and watch it right now. Pause this, open up a new tab, navigate to my channel, and click on Serral versus Gumio. You will not be disappointed. Alright, man. Stephano. Yeah, hatch gas pool here. No big surprise. Gateway expand here from Harstem again. No big surprise. There is your gas. You got your second gas, and then you got your pylon. And everything is pretty much good to go if you are Harstem. Meanwhile, Stephano going for, obviously, the pool there. He does have the 2 workers on the gas, which indicates he wants to go 3 workers on the gas. Indicates he'll get about a 2.5 minute third hatch here based on what we've seen in previous games. So nothing too crazy. Still Overlord scouting to see what's going on over on this way. And the answer, there's your pylon. The answer is nothing. There's a cybernetics core. Nothing is being proxied at all out of Harstem. You don't have to worry about that. Even the teeniest or tiniest of bits. Ooh, 1 worker on the gas now. Pulling off 2 of them. And then going for the 3rd base. Still no 3rd base here, man. I'm not sure why he pulled off the gas that fast. He doesn't have enough to go for a metabolic boost. He's not getting speed as fast as he otherwise could, which is very interesting. And now we go down to go for the 3rd down here towards the southern section of the map. All right, man. So there's your 3rd at 2 minutes and exactly 24 seconds. Very fast indeed. I'm loving it. I'm loving these macro-style openings out of Zerg. They are so much more comfortable when they are macroing, when they can make tons of units. As that's what they are, right? Big, huge armies that are not cost-efficient, really, but you just have more stuff than your opponent, and you end up winning the day. Twilight Council in production here from Senior Harstem, which could be a lot of things. Could be Charge, could be Resonating Glaives, could just be going for Archon drops, all sorts of fun stuff, all sorts of possibilities when you're playing StarCraft. Oh, Ling does get in and sees the Twilight Council opening, so sees, I don't need spores anytime soon, really, unless it's Dark Templar, which are pretty unlikely in this matchup. So I love the scout there. Gets a perfect 100% everything that the Harstem is doing scout out of Stephano, which, I mean, you dream. You dream about that level of scouting here. I can't believe that. I was going to say that Zergling's still alive as he leaves a trail of fire down the ramp. These simulant Zerg don't seem very safe. Apparently they're filled with tons of flammable substance to allow that to happen. Hey! It is a dark shrine, but it is also a robotics facility, which means Archon drops. Alright, fine. Fine. So you don't need spores, which is useful for Stephano to have that information. What you want are roaches to deal with this really, really annoying Archon drop style thing here. Does he have a Roach Warren? No, he does not. Overlord scouting as well as he can, but getting chased away by the Stalker there. Is that not high ground? That's high ground, isn't it? Maybe that's high ground. Hold on, where's our vision? Okay, so that is, whoa. That is definitely high ground. This is not high ground. We can't see anything from over there. I guess you can see the gases, which is good information to have. Yeah, man, if you see your opponent going for 4 gas off of 2 base, an attack is imminent, man. They are teching up fast. They want to do stuff to kill you really, really fast here, too. So keep that in mind. Stephano, Roach Warren, please. There's your spores. Safety spores there. A Roach Warren there. Creep spread here. Stephano is one of the better creep spreaders in all of StarCraft 2. I really like watching him for that particular purpose. Scarlet, excellent at it as well. Serral, obviously insane. SSS, by the way. If your name starts with S and you're a Zerg player, you're good at creep spread. That's what I've decided. Alright, man. So is it just DT? It might just be DT, which is not actually as good, because there's already detection here. And there are Lings, and there are Queens, and yeah, that's a get-out situation. That is just not good for you at all. GT's kind of thinking about where else they could possibly go, but there's detection at every one of these bases, and they're just a little bit lost for the time being. And if you try to pin them down, they just get picked up. That's exactly what I'm talking about there. So Stephano handled that as well as you possibly could with the DTs. Getting detection, getting lings now droning up now that the threat has passed. And wow, Harstem getting a third base here too. So really quite strongly going for a third at the 5-minute mark, which is pretty darn fast. Here we go. Here's the Archon play. Yeah, that Archon, don't go in there, Lings. What a horrible place to be. That is death. That is death for you. Finally, Roaches in production, which is what you need with this. The Queens over here. If you want to come up here with that Warp Prism, you're going to have to deal with us first. And Warp Prism says, no thank you. Double Warp Prism actually says no thank you. Double Warp Prism. Holy crap. That's some amazing, amazing stuff there. Hey, good news, you guys. I signed up for 1 gig internet. 1 gig down, 1 gig up. Finally available in my neighborhood. Very, very excited about that. And which means my uploads will be faster. My streaming will be faster and of better quality. Anyway, big attack here with the Archons. But I like the Queen count. I like the Roach count here too. And Harstem is just forced back once again. Stephano injecting in the middle of all of that. He's got 56 workers to 54 that Harstem has. He's been chrono boosting and making probes consistently throughout this game too. So macro style, nobody really has the advantage. I'd like to see Stephano go for a 4th base. That'd be really great for him. We could see a 4th here. And Archon's on the high ground. Not too shabby. Kind of like it here. The Queen's staying alive, transfusing, and chasing away the Warp Prisms. Without these Warp Prisms, I feel like it'd be over, obviously. Obviously, it'd be over. The Warp Prisms really make this possible. But without the Queens, it'd be a lot harder, too, I think, to deal with for Stephano. So good job at making those Queens. Hydralisk Den on the way, going for a +1 missile attack. Harstem has moved into Immortal production and getting charged for his Zealots. Does he have a Templar Archives, is my question. And he does not, which is interesting. Usually you do want Storm if you're going against a Zerg who's going a Roach Hydra, Roach Ravager style stuff here. But if your Archon Harass didn't do much, jeez. Maybe you don't have time to go, right? Don't have time to go for Storm because they are on their way. The counter attack is real. Stephano finally taking a 4th down this left side. Observer of Overlord, rather, finally getting picked off here. Oh, no, you know what? He's still staying on the high ground. Oh, hallucinated a Phoenix to kill him. How special do you feel, Mr. Overlord? You should feel extremely special for sure. So Stephano has the bigger army, but the better tech here is for Harstem. As we can see that he's got Archons and he's got Immortals, and the Archons are shutting down this 4th. Holy crap. Archons, blah, blah, blah. They don't have any attack upgrades, but I think they're enough to possibly kill it. They forced the cancel anyway. Harstem making it happen there with the Warp Prisms, keeping those Archons alive. Hey, look, it's a Nydus. Oh, the EU Zergs love the Nydus. The Korean Zergs, not so much. Which, I don't know if the Korean Zergs are going to catch on, or if there's going to be like, we don't care. I said that with like a Scottish accent or something. I don't know why. Maybe Russian, possibly. All right, man, so where's our Nydus? Can't spawn a Nydus here because that Overlord is dead. He has no vision for Nydus at all. That's problematic. It's real, real bad stuff. All right, man, the Archon's dropping right on top of 1,000,000 Roaches. Not a great place to be Harstem, but that's okay. There's the Templar Archives. There's the Immortal production. There's the +2 attack. +1 is now done for Harstem, making these Archons even better with their splash damage with plus damage bonus versus all things biological, which is everything that is Zerg. 5th base here for Stephano. That's pretty good stuff. Basically expanding in quick succession here. Hallucinated Phoenix going to scout on in, see what it can see. And Stephano finally being aggressive for what is the first time in this game. He hasn't really bothered doing anything other than scout to this point. It's so annoying. Ooh, losing an Archon there. Yeah, these Hydras make the Warp Prisms a lot more nervous, as it turns out. I don't think you're getting through this with this. That's a lot of cannons. We've got High Templar in here. Storm is almost done. Look how cool these High Templar are with the War Chest skin. I think that's what that is. Seems like it anyway. Hey, look at Nydus, but you can take it down. Look, if you scout it, you can kill it before it erupts. Can you, though? Oh my gosh, it's so close. And, yep, no big deal. Easy peasy. If you see it, you can kill it before it erupts. That is the key here, guys. That is the key to dealing with Nydus in general. So this one's going to erupt because, well, it's not exactly inside the Protoss base, but maybe they can kill it anyway, and they do. Look at it being on fire and then exploding. That's hilarious. Good kiting here with the Roaches, making something happen. Storm is almost done. Another Nydus coming up at the front here from Stephano. I love the Nydus play. It is so fun. It is so fun to watch. And it's my favorite sound. It's why it's the opening to every one of my videos. Dark Templar. Chasing in some roaches. We're trying to get something done here. There's your Nydus at the front. Another attack on the right side, but there's Immortals and Storm there. Those roaches are ill-fated. They are not supposed to be there at all. Phoenix getting chased away by some of those Hydralisks. These guys are just kind of stuck. Recall them home, Harstem. Not doing any good for you out there. Although I guess technically they are keeping these Hydralisks at home, where they could be attacking otherwise. Oh, wait, there's the recall. I heard it. There it is. Okay, so we get out of there. The Hydras decide to join the battle. At the front, DT is moving out. Is there a place maybe where there's not any detection? This 5th base seems like it could be. And by golly, it is. Man, Mecha Nydus. What a weird thing that is. Nope, DTs don't do really any much damage there at all, as the Overseers did see them, and by connection, Stephano did too. By virtue of the same thing, that happened as well. Fleet Beacon! Harstem's got a Fleet Beacon. This could be Tempest, this could be Carrier. Do kind of like Carrier in the current meta of StarCraft 2. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't know about all these Hydras. There's a lot of Storm, and those guys are little glass cannons. Okay, just kidding. Where are the High Templar? No High Templar in this army. Back up, back up. That's so many Hydras. Get out. Just get out of there if and you can. Oh, diving on in with Hydras into the 3rd base, though. Cannons don't look as good when the upgrades start showing up. These are +2 attack Hydras, but they do pull back, interestingly enough, for the other army to dive in. And there was an opening. There was an opening there. All right, no, fine. Zealots and DT sneaking into this 4th. Trying to kill as many drones as they can. DT's getting shot at by Hydralisks and Queens. These ones are dead. This army pretty good. I mean, taking down a spine crawler is not a bad thing to do at all. Army supply 122 to 111. Oh my gosh, a Mothership. We're gonna get a Mothership from Harstem. Yay! I haven't seen a Mothership for a while on the channel, it feels like. Great Storm, at least forcing Stephano back, if nothing else. Tacking on in, Hydras from the outside, and yes, no, ooh, the Storms are amazing. The Storms are so good right now, but I guess who's inside your main base? Zealots! Zealots are inside your main base, they're killing your dudes right now. So many dead drones. Only 6? Feels like more. Oh, he's gonna snipe the Greater Spire, no question about it. Those are +2 charge lots, they're gonna snipe buildings so fast. The Hive might be going down here as well. There's another huge warping of Zealots down at the 3rd base. Harstem is everywhere with these Zealots. And Stephano is running around just like he's completely lost. The Hive's going to die. No saving that. Sure, all the Zealots will die, but it doesn't really matter at this stage. Well done, Harstem. All right, man, here's his composition. He's got a Mothership. It takes forever to build those things. So keep that in mind. Do you not have detection with this army? Are you really not going to kill tumors as you're moving across here? That's very weird. That's very odd, Harstem. I recommend you do that. I highly recommend you do that. Okay, man, these are +3 Immortals, +3 Archons, with Templar, with Storm. Stephano's changed his tack. He's going to go for Lurkers instead. Actually, no. He is. He's got a Lurker den. Oh, coming from all sides. Hydras, where are the Storms? Look at this. Harstem's not throwing down Panic Storms, but he does. He's killing the Overseers, and then the Mothership comes in, and suddenly you're in a lot of trouble. Do you have any detection at all? Because he can't target these things if he can't see them. Look at this. Stephano's like, nope, not interested in this fight at all. Free Hydras for brunch. And the army supply, 107 to 102. Harstem has a delicious lead right now. It's not commanding, but it's good. Dude, that spawning pool is going to die. That spawning pool is actively losing HP right now. These larvae might be okay just because this creep tumor's here, but my goodness, too gracious. It is Lurker, so it is going to be exactly 14 Lurkers out of Stephano, which is kind of nuts. Kind of insane, but look at this Mothership rush. Holy crap, I really like it a lot. All right, man, so going on in. The Lurkers burrow on in there, too. The Immortal count isn't high enough to crush through those. The Hydras are more of a problem. If you kill the Hydras and the Immortals are not an issue, they really do complement each other quite nicely there. Oh, DT's warping in to get that infestation pit, which is so good. So good. I don't think Stephano has another Hive, you guys. And he just lost the infestation pit, which is really bad for him. Getting the spawning pool would be great, but they're not really bothered with that at all. I guess they realize that it's burning or bleeding out anyway. Or burning out, as it is, again, a mech structure. It will catch on fire here eventually. There's a pretty good Reddit post where this guy posted something on the official StarCraft 2 forums, and he's like, why is my spawning pool on fire? I've always noticed that they bleed, right? They're biological. Is this a bug? It was hilarious. Man, DT's going after more of these drones. How many? 24 workers killed by Harstem here. The DTs do get cleaned up quite nicely. Do we have more stuff coming on? They are going after the spawning pool. Harstem is playing this so well. He's storming on top of the lurkers to kill them. It takes 3 storms to kill them. I believe this hatchery might be in a lot of trouble. Where's your detection? Where is it at? Man, walking through that storm. So dangerous, Stephano. 182 to 194 supply. Harstem has a lead, but it's not a huge one right now. Army supply is as close as you can get here at the 15-minute mark. 125 to 123 supply. These guys in the main finally getting cleaned out. Losing some DTs a little bit unnecessarily there if you're Harstem, but that's going to be okay in the long run. He's got his 4 bases up. Guardian Shield is here. Storm. The Lurkers do not stand a chance against this many +3 attack Immortals. This is just beautiful Storm right now from Harstem. He's got the Mothership. You got to kill that Overseer, man. That Overseer is a threat to everything. Do you have anything that shoots up, though? Not really. Pretty much just the Mothership herself. And you know what? Trying to focus down the Mothership might actually kind of work here. They got to get those detectors, if at all they can. Overseers overextend a little bit. Detection, I think, is gone here. But no, still able to attack. What's the detection? Oh, an Overseer comes in. Very bravely, by the way. And Harstem's army is just barely going to get cleaned up here with Hydras and Lurkers. Oh my, Mothership down. 112 to 92 total supply right now. It is down to 58 workers for Stephano, 69 for Harstem. I don't know if Stephano has enough to win here. I'm going to be honest. Like, he lost his main. He never lost anything else, really. Just a bunch of drones he was able to replace pretty easily. But Harstem in a bit more of a dicey situation, I would say. Sure, he's got Zealots and he's got High Templar, which is great. And he's got Archons, which is pretty good too. He's making some Oracles and some Immortals. That's what he really needs here, is the Immortals to deal with the Lurkers. And by that, I mean there are 2 Lurkers, so maybe not as much. It's just, I mean, it's 4 base to 4 base. Stephano should be down here. Harstem should have a pretty nice lead in economy. Army supply, he's got a lead. Worker supply, he has a lead, but it's not much of a lead. My goodness, is this another epic game? This is feeling like another epic tag, you guys. It's been so ridiculously close the entire time. The Hydra is just trying to go and shoot their spines out at Senor Zealot there. Changelings are not getting any purchase here whatsoever, man. They're getting spotted and killed instantly, except for these guys, who one of them is allowed to live for a couple seconds past his friends. Another Mothership. Man, is Harstem waiting for another Mothership to do this thing? That'd be kind of interesting. I'd be okay with it. I like Motherships a lot. I wish they were used more often, honestly. Alright, man. Here we go. Lot of Hydra. Lot of Lurker. This is such a problem for Harstem right now, you guys. His new base is going to die. There's no saving it. Unless you storm the crap out of these Hydras. In which case, maybe there is. Oh, are the Lurkers actually going after the High Templar? High Templar getting sniped by Lurkers is never good. Your Immortal needs to focus on that guy. Your Immortal needs to focus on that Lurker and kill him. That is his job. Oh, they did force a cancel there. Or maybe just straight up they killed it. One of the two. Not entirely sure. Upgrades. +3 attack here for Stephano. +3 attack for Harstem too. Pretty even that way. Nobody has any ground carapace upgrades, or ground armor or carapace upgrades, whichever you want to call it. I think Harstem needs to wait. I think he needs to wait for the Mothership. Army supply, 111 to 96. Stephano has a lead, but it's not a huge one. Probes getting picked off by Hydras with range attack and +3 attack. Such brutal stuff here. Where's the Mothership? There it is. It's trying to join the party, but there are Hydras. There are Hydras here to kill it. Oh, they want the Mothership so bad. They really want the Mothership so bad right now. But they're a little bit isolated from the rest of the army. The Lurkers are in a great position here. And to try to chase these Hydras away, kind of a free donation that Stephano's been tossing up here. And here we go, trying to spread. Where are the Immortals? The Immortals need to take down these 4 Lurkers so quickly. If they can. 28 probes have died. Are you kidding? That's so many dead probes over here. Zealots trying to fight against these Hydras. Not a good place to be if you're Zealots, as it turns out. Not against +3 Hydras. And here comes Harstem. Here comes Stephano coming in with the Lurkers. The Lurkers are such a problem. The Immortal count is not high enough. One does get taken out immediately by these Immortals. The Immortals need to focus them down. That's all they need to do. The Lurkers are all gone. It's just Hydras remaining right now. Isn't enough. The Mothership goes down. The Archons are fighting here too. And good game. Stephano is your winner in 20 minutes and 22 seconds. Holy crap. The Lurkers all die, but there are too many Hydras remaining. Army supply 62 to 26 there. Stephano never really expanded. It's not like he had a whole lot going on here, but Harstem's army could not defend one of their 2 sources of income. He recognized, he saw the writing on the wall. The Immortals were really good, but not good against this many Hydralisks. And Stephano gets the win. 37,000 resources lost to 35,000 in favor of Stephano here. Ended up losing a ton of stuff. Wow, 2 motherships died. Don't see that every day. Not in StarCraft 2 games. 127 Hydralisks went down, 17 Lurkers, 22 Roaches, 5 Nydus Worms, and all of your tech structures, apparently. Your Infestation Pit, Spawning Pool, Spire, and Hive, rather. No layers died, just the Hive. Harstem on the other side ended up losing 20 High Templar, which is a lot of High Templar to lose, 14 Archons, and 10 Immortals. That's a lot of dead stuff. 127 Zealots, 2 and 2 Nexuses. That was brutal. That was brutal stuff for sure. So yeah, I mean, really great stuff by Harstem. Wiped out Stephano's main entirely, but the counterattack, just the bringing down the Lurkers and the Hydras. Not enough Storms, not enough Mortals, too many Zealots, I think. And maybe in that situation, Harstem just kind of holds off on making the Mothership and instead just makes more Immortals and High Templar. And maybe that's a different story. Either way, good match. Good match for sure. I think that comes down to Epic, because really, some of these Hydras are dead, and suddenly it turns into a much different game. Right, did he have more? Is this pretty much it? What did he have? 20 Hydras, man. 20 Hydras was it. So yeah, a couple extra Storms in here, some High Templar that are still alive after all of that. Maybe the Oracle could have got in on the action too, possibly, but nope, not enough. Zerg gets the win, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.